We're back.
Oh, we're back.
Oh wait, it's already doing the red square, so that's not good. I don't like that. Well, it looks like we might be just doomed to a terrible performance. All right, so what was I going to do? I was going to fight Mondo Mole.
Yep.
So explain the joy of EarthBound to me, because I've not been able to keep up. Is this FanFest?
Yeah, pretty much.
This is
Fantastic gameplay?
yeah, this is the successor to the Funktastic Gameplay Summer,
Okay.
which you may have heard of.
Yes, I have. And I like the name, The Joy of EarthBound.
Yeah, from what I gather, it was named that to signify that some of us are not good at EarthBound and would not be like speed running it or anything like that. It's like slow cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened? So what? Are we picking up on somebody else's save here? Or is this?
Yeah, this is gameplay point number 3.
So I know Bubbly Oasis is the first one, right?
Mm-hmm. And then Sith was
second one?
yeah.
Okay.
And now it's this.
Yeah, now it's
Now you're
this.
stuck with us. Sorry.
There's the map.
You got three chickens left. That's pretty good. I mean, you got 4 chickens. Never
Boy.
mind.
Yeah. So is the goal here to not watch the previous cast and just try to figure out what happened?
No, I watched some of it, which is why I knew part of the predicament I was going to be in. Pooh is naked,
Oh my.
metaphorically and literally.
You just got run over by a van.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Just
stop the
literally.
van with your nose.
And then Mr. T's taking care of it over there.
You got it. What do you think that van says? I mean, I think it's backwards right now.
Yeah.
It looks like a ya. I think it's Russian.
Yeah.
Snaya. Oh yeah. Strawberry Tofu points out, given the challenge theme so far, it's more like the suffering of EarthBound. Or the binding of EarthBound.
Wait, so you do have a map?
I just got it.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. How's Splatoon 2?
I haven't been playing for the last few minutes.
Oh,
It is
geez.
good though.
We couldn't even... Like, it wasn't even Splatoon 2 that was taking your attention away from what I was doing.
Yeah, I was just doing other stuff.
It was just
looking at chats.
the Earth.
Existence.
Yeah.
It's rough, man.
Yeah, speaking of rough, there's a dog.
Dun, 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 dun.
So other stuff that's going on, challenges. We're writing Clarihues. Clarihues are the greatest form of poetry. It is 4 lines, AABB rhyme scheme. They have to be biographical. And
You like to start with the person's name, right?
yeah. And then it is better if the meter is terrible. So let's see what other ones we've got in the forum topic. You can add yours in here. And so in day 2, Sith was mushroomized the entire time.
Oh. Wow, that's a lot of hit points.
So yeah, the frame rate is significantly worse. I changed it into worst frame rate mode. 30. Is it stuttering just as bad too?
It's like if you lowered the frame rate and it's stuttering, it's even more chance of not seeing action.
Yeah.
So do we know the etymology of the names here?
Oh boy, there is an incredible Clariu in the topic right now.
Oh.
DK, Donkey Kong. He's performing for you after so long. The first member of the DK crew with his new remix. It's a Clariu. Incredible work.
Very nice.
Again, I'm disappointed by that it mentions that it's a poem within itself. That just
You don't like recursive Clarihues? What's wrong with you?
no, I don't. I'm not into it.
Ivan Chai heaves a sigh.
He looks at you. Don't say Clara Hugh.
Jeez.
Boy, we could do this all night.
Yeah. And so you guys also can, if you'd like to add a challenge to this already extremely challenged run, you can do that. You just have to do it in Clara Hugh form. Let's see, is there anything else I have to say to new people in the chat? The reason that the chat is so big, it has nothing to do with me not knowing how to work Streamlabs. It's because I believe you're very strong. And it's your strength needs to be represented literally by the size of your words in the chat window. And that's the only reason. Yeah, Reed, you're actually close enough that I could make you play this for a little bit. Are you up for that?
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm gonna hold the controller
I was actually about to pull up the chat so I can see what's going on.
over.
Oh, it's controller.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my favorite way of playing a video game.
Yeah.
With a controller.
Well, you'll like this one even better because we forgot to configure diagonal movement.
Oh boy.
Another part of the challenge.
So is that also part of clarity, or that just lucky?
That was just lucky. I would actually appreciate it if someone would write a retroactive Clara Hugh about that.
Boy, it's been.
It's spam.
I'm just gonna leave it there. That was really good. It's better than whatever I was gonna say. Okay, so I gotta get back into this because I haven't played EarthBound for a very long time, extremely long time. So I feel like 211 hit points is a lot for old Pooh here.
Yeah. Pooh is very overleveled, which is made up for the fact I should say he's not actually naked. He's wearing a hard hat and nothing else.
Ooh. Wait, what's going on?
We already went back to Tucson, but
Yeah.
then we decided we were going to go back to Happy Village and fight Mondo Mole.
Yeah,
It's called slow playing.
Long play.
Yeah.
It's not a speed run, it's a slow run. Or a slow walk.
Now I just gotta remember if I remember all the paths of my youth.
Yeah.
I don't. I do not.
I should say here, I have no idea why I signed up for this section because I, like many people, believe that this is the worst part of the game.
Yeah. Did you have a choice though?
I did. That's the weird thing. There were like 6 options left. I thought, oh, that one.
So what's the goal today? Are we just playing?
We're playing up to our zombie abduction.
Ah, okay. Oh no, I couldn't get away.
Still got a ways, I guess.
So here's I am going to challenge the chat because I believe in you. I believe you're very strong. I believe you have power. I believe that power is innate in you. As a result, your challenge is I am only going to read what you say to Reed, who's holding the controller, if you give him your advice in Clara Hugh form.
I mean, that's the only way I could even understand it in the first place.
Yes.
Oh, hey, I can use this opportunity. If I can figure out these controls. Let's see. 163, 47. Now, how many hit points you get from or magic points you get from
20.
key points you get? 20. Okay.
All right, the first communication from the chat is in.
Oh, okay.
Though Geek999 says not advice, though. Reedman is secretly Batman. Drinks IBC under an umbrella during the sunset, then leaves on a jet.
Wow.
Not advice, though.
That was Dali-esque. I like it. Speaking of which, apparently they recently exhumed Salvador Dali and found that his trademark mustache was intact.
Cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait, so does that mean his mustache was...
Ryan, you can only talk if you're in the video.
Oh, I can only talk about it in the video? Hi.
Wait, was that the wind? No, it's Ryan.
Hi. So does that mean that his mustache was just not biodegradable then?
I don't know. They didn't explain what kind of condition the rest of his body was in. But I bring it up because, Dolly is a part of EarthBound. So.
Mm-hmm. In Catholic theology, that's called incorruptibility. Usually it happens to entire bodies and not mustaches, though.
Yeah. Well, I guess I should clarify. His mustache was still pointing up in that absurd way that it always did while he was alive. Boy, this cave's going to be especially hard without the ability to move diagonally.
Yeah, it's that's really the biggest challenge of all, and nobody gave it to us. So I would really appreciate it if someone would retroactively write the Clarity challenge for that.
I got distracted because I'm trying to do a magic eye.
In what?
Yeah, tell us more.
What is that?
What do you see?
This is the EarthBound handbook,
Thank you.
Tell me more.
and it says press,
Uh-huh.
and then the next word is
Trump.
some other word.
All right, another dispatch from the chat. Reed carrying our live feed. Go get the present box on that cliff in peaceful rest. Yo, man, you the best.
Oh, you did what? I was thinking about it, and then I thought, I'm level up enough. I don't need whatever that was. Do I? Does anybody remember what's in that present box?
Isn't one of them life
I think
noodles?
Kevin said a luck capsule.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I probably do want that.
not me though, a different guy.
Yeah.
And wait, was that?
Yeah, I can confirm in the EarthBound handbook it says it's a luck capsule.
Oh
Oh,
man, we've got a guide right here with us.
yeah.
How convenient.
And I didn't write those parts, so that's correct. That was probably Chris or Brian.
Want to say hello?
No, you can't speak unless you're gonna get on camera, Laura. Oh yeah, Charlie.
Oh, I think he's right over there.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah, just over.
Right here in front of that camera.
Yeah, if you just look right into it.
There. If you look right here.
Wait, was I on camera?
No.
Do you know where the camera's
It's
at?
there.
No, I have no idea where the camera is.
We've used it so little since
Am I on
installed
camera now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Now you can talk.
Okay.
it. Hi, Laura.
Hello.
Boy, it's been
Did you read all of your beautiful poems?
I read some of them.
Or did I ruin the surprise?
Now there are some good ones. Right now, the chat can only speak to read in Clarity Form. So
I gotta go back and get a lot.
That must that
Oh my-
could slow
Ooh.
things
Oh my
down.
goodness.
yeah. So Jay Spade says Reed has to grind because Faye is behind. Maybe we could KO Pooh so she gets all the XP. Although that could go poorly.
That would be very dangerous.
That could go poorly.
Was that clear here?
You have to read it like
XP poorly.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
that's-
okay, yes. Okay.
It's important to read Clara Hughes in a way that is extremely forced.
Plus, when you're streaming any LY adverb, you have to separate it to whatever it is, Lee, anyway, because that's a meme.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Read,
What is
take
that?
heed. This
It's
cave is a
like-
breeze if you use PK freeze.
Very nice. Well, this is an extremely effective form of communication. Yeah, I guess I could just try to have Pooh kick the bucket here. Oh, can I do
that's
it?
what
Can I
Charlie always does.
do it? Look at that
Yeah.
skill! I still
Got
got it! Alright, Mighty Bear. Surprise opening attack. I'm just gonna dash. Okay, maybe I should do something besides dash.
You should probably
That's not gonna be
use
enough.
freeze.
Yeah, freeze is probably smart. I mean, I wish somebody had told me to do that somehow.
Is there a naming scheme going
You gotta
here?
smash it.
I'm
or-
actually not
Just
sure.
name them whatever they feel like.
I didn't want to spoil myself, so I didn't know that Paolo was named Faye until just now.
Get that magic butterfly.
Alright, let's see. How much do I have left to use?
Should have plenty. If you want to heal.
I can do one heal. Yep, I guess I'm gonna use that for old Pooh. Man, Nessa's name being Pooh is really messing me up. I gotta pause for a microsecond before I say it every time. Screw me up.
I mean, nothing's stopping you from just throwing out everything and just calling them Ness.
Well, the sanctity of the joy of EarthBound is.
What's really weird is because we can't hear any of this, but I can still hear it.
Yeah, I'm getting all the sound effects.
Well, you should also be imagining chicken peeps, because those are happening too.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is it the or
Vid, I know you just tried to answer Reed's question, but you did not answer as a Cleric Hue.
sorry, Vid,
So it didn't happen.
Unacceptable.
not gonna make it. Look at that, level 10. We're doing great.
Is this your law, or is this started before?
This is just for Reed. Because he's not looking at the chat right now.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness
wow.
gracious! I'm gonna do it. It's probably a bad idea. Oh yeah, one at a time. I can handle this.
But the Clara Hugh theme is that? Is
Oh,
that
that's my idea. That's my favorite form of stupid poetry.
Now, are there any forms of poetry that you don't consider stupid?
No comment. But we do it. We have some good ones in the forums too. Bubbly Oasis is quite audacious. Somebody had to pay the price, so she murdered all the mice.
So, what did Bubbly Oasis grind on the mice in the first part of the game?
Yeah, she bought the house.
Yeah.
Not the house.
Yeah.
That's why Ness here has.
We're homeowners.
Goodness
Yeah.
gracious. Great balls of fire.
Reed, when going against the Sanctuary's lead, you can knock Mondo Mole down to size by using a Psychic Paralyze. Thank you, Angela725.
Boy, I would not have remembered that. Thank you for mentioning that.
And then here, boy, Vid finally answered this question for us. The naming scheme is random from submitting suggestions. Suggestions real dumb. The RNG was rough on our names and our stuff.
Now, I'd like to point out that was not directed in any biographical manner towards me or anyone in this room.
That's true.
And so it came through garbled, and I didn't understand any of it.
Yeah, it was a biography about EarthBound.
Reed, the naming scheme is random.
Yeah.
So if you're just tuning in, Reed is playing the game right now, but he can only hear your suggestions and advice if you write them as doggerel, specifically a Clario. It's just the way he's wired.
If you only write them as what?
Clario or doggerel.
Doggerel?
Doggerel. Doggerel.
Oh, wow.
Means, crappy rhymes.
Yeah, like
Sounds like crappy food. Doggerel.
Put that in one. That's a good rhyme.
Yeah. Somebody put that up for us.
doggerel and doggerel. I don't know how you could possibly give Reed advice with that, but we're taking all kinds of Clarios.
We are not discriminating.
Sylphie asks, is Reed here to finish Mother 1?
Oh, dang it. I knew I shouldn't have walked in this room. This is dangerous.
Unfortunately, I did not think to set that up.
No, see,
Alright, Reed, come play EarthBound.
And who was a trap?
Yeah, you'll know when it's set up for that because we're gonna have one of those live animal traps with a bunch of mints in the middle of it.
Put somebody else's candy there. Just leave me here late at night.
Just a giant have-a-heart.
Kevin has issued a Clarihue challenge. Faye can use Prey. Dare you to try over and over until you die.
Oh, okay.
So I believe that means Faye can only pray from this point forward.
Okay, yeah, I accept that challenge.
You've
Because
got
this
to
is
Faye just to make it through the day. Not a Clarihue.
Oh boy. Alright, now I'm getting myself into trouble.
Vid says, what are you talking about? He made it to the graveyard and the credits rolled.
Yeah, yeah, remember?
Dan knows the best words. Doggerel's one I hadn't heard. Expanding my vocabulary while Reed beats this sanctuary.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice work.
Yeah.
Who was this?
That was J Spade. The meter was almost too good there.
Yeah, can you
Yeah.
tone it down and
You
not
nearly
say it?
transcended Doggerel.
That's It's almost as if dogs didn't rule after all.
I'll tell you folks, it's the 90s and dogs rule. That's an alternate universe where all commercials were aimed at dogs in the 90s.
Yeah. Oh man.
Decade of the dog. Oh, I wouldn't freeze beta here. Or, as I knew it as a child, freeze B.
And Frieza.
Freeze, yes.
Oh yeah, Dragon Raider brings up a good past memory of playing EarthBound on a stream, which is when I streamed killing a crow with trout yogurt.
Wait, you killed a what?
A crow using the trout yogurt.
How did you do?
It does damage in battle.
What?
Yeah. Like a very small amount of damage, but it does damage.
That's amazing.
And like the only thing you can imagine it is you're just like throwing yogurt at the enemy and it's hurting them. It's hilarious.
Well, you're actually probably just like lovingly spooning it to them.
And it's disgusting.
And it's trout yogurt.
So are you going to be using the paralysis strategy?
Well, so I was told that the challenge is for Fae to pray.
Yes.
But does that mean that Pooh here,
Pooh can do whatever he wants.
Pooh can do, Fae can pray? Is that a dog rule?
It's getting there.
Okay. Let's see. So
Oh,
perhaps-
the chat explains, not to Reed, but to Kevin, who can understand regular English, that crows are lactose intolerant.
Oh, wonderful.
Hey, that
That's
paralysis
probably true.
worked pretty well.
Yeah, that would not surprise me at all.
Wait, so I just got rainbow colored light.
That would have revived everyone who had fainted.
What a waste of rainbows.
They're also talking about in the chat another classic streaming meme, which is cannot, and I forget the context of that one, but I remember it being funny.
Wait a second. Alright, so when an enemy has paralysis. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, this isn't great.
If I want to
Yeah.
use...
Or is it great?
I mean, it's fun.
Yeah.
Bad for me. Good for you.
I've got a Claret Hue after my own heart here from Geek999. Mother 1 is my favorite. Would love Reed to finish and savor it. I wish for Reed to play it live, but we have to keep Joy of EB alive.
Okay, so paralysis is still working on Mondo Mole.
Yeah.
But Mondo Mole can use PSI. So paralysis only takes effect when they would otherwise do a physical attack.
But he's also crying?
Oh yeah,
Is
it's got
he?
paralysis and
Can you
tear.
have more than one status effect?
Yeah. Tearful paralysis. Which is a great way to describe how I feel. I have to work on spreadsheets. Okay, so I'm still confused. So if I defend, am I safe?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I use bash or PSI or whatever, there's like an X% chance that it'll just come right back on me.
It's possible.
Boy, this is a tough one, but I guess I'm just going to keep defending and praying.
I think this might be a...
Is that good? Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh,
no! What? Oh, no!
Oh, that wasn't it.
That won't have much of an effect if he's still paralyzed. So.
Yeah, so I guess, so if I keep praying, it's still going to just be random and possibly
Yeah.
terrible for
Who
everyone.
knows?
Okay.
So this might be an explanation for from in Claret Hue form here from J Spade. Chugga Conroy streamed for a fest, and oh boy, the text was mashed together, and the poorly RNG chosen names made it better.
Well, how long ago was that? Was that
I
from
couldn't-
FanFest?
Hopefully someone can answer you that in a Claret Hue.
Yeah, it's been, yeah, that's right. We did a Chugga do one. I think.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
We've done so many over the years. Oh. Wait, so now we're
Everybody's
paralyzed,
asleep.
crying, and asleep, and there's light balls chasing us.
Welcome to my life.
Now, wait a second. What happened?
Just gotta keep praying. Pooh's asleep right now. Faye just woke up, so she's able to.
Oh, Faye was the first one to
Yep.
get up in the morning and make breakfast. Okay.
And I've got to read this one out loud so that everyone knows why Kevin was kicked out. Rainbow light is a delight. Everyone comes back to life, including Flint's wife.
Lucas didn't hear that.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. Lucas. Let's get a Lucas player here. Make old Lucas feel a little bit better about
Yeah, that's true.
what just happened there.
And Reed, I didn't want to tell this to you out loud, but Lucas thinks he's playing the game, so don't get that controller too close. Yep, 2 players, Lucas. You're doing great. Keep on
Really good work.
keep on praying like the chat says.
Boy, yeah. I guess I just until I get
Oh, Angela725 has more explanation here. Lloyd tried to use the asthma spray, but he couldn't do it right away, for he was poorly named Iz, and that spray wasn't his.
There's our is cannot explanation.
Bubbly Oasis, I'm proud of our little boy too, in spite of the terrible play of everyone else in this room.
Oh no!
Oh, goodness gracious! Stop!
No.
Oh, the prayer! Did it work?
No.
Is it a good
No.
sound?
It didn't work.
Oh man. Boy, there are like a billion status effects taking place right now.
Yeah, it's impossible to keep track.
Who's it gonna be? Oh no. Monoball's like really like triple beef in its offense here. And Monoball already looks like a piece of bleeding beef.
I
So that
think
doesn't help
I think you gotta just pull the trigger and start fighting it.
Yeah. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh no!
Oh wait,
Wow. Hey.
Went back to
Boy, I should have done that earlier.
He knocked some sense into himself.
Oh, hey! Hey, the Monomole gave me a little shield.
Yeah.
Monomole. Oh, let's see. I don't know if I have any goods that I can...
You get some eggs.
Will the Hand-Aid restore Faye's life?
I don't think so.
I don't think it will. I mean, if it was me, a cookie would bring me back. But I don't think Faye is as hopelessly insured as I am.
I think at this point,
Yeah.
healing Gamma would be the only one, but you don't have that.
Yeah. Alright, so now the question is, offense or paralysis?
Well, he's already paralyzed.
Yeah, just go for the bash.
It stays paralyzed.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't like wear off at some point?
I would say it.
That's a good point from Dragon Raider. Paul lasted longer than a typical Mondo Mole fight.
Yeah, it's true. Who's it gonna be? Oh boy. That's like a quadruple beef for the Monomole, in case anybody's keeping track at home.
It's on you.
But I'm double beef on my shield. We're gonna get a really neat sandwich by the end of this. Hey, look at that! Oh, it went back to normal. Oh, I thought I killed it.
No, it just means he's no longer confused.
Well, I guess I need to...
He's still paralyzed.
Still paralyzed.
Just not confused.
Not confused, okay. Yeah, that means I'm in a bit more danger here. Well, not much, because I'm super beefy. Still no.
Some commentary from Jay Spade. That mole is Mondo, like Piston Hondo. He knocked out Faye, and now she's gonna miss out on all this XP, and it's too bad it's gotta be this way.
Thank you for janking up that rhyme scheme a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice work.
I like the Piston Hondo bit.
Yeah. Yeah, Dragon Raider, the true, I guess the essence of a Clarihue is that the rhyme scheme has to really screw up the meter for a really terrible payoff. It's like a Shaggy Dog joke.
Now, for the record, what you're witnessing right here is just me playing the game as I would normally if I didn't have challenges.
Yeah,
In every game, all I do is just keep hitting the button to keep bashing.
and that's actually a good point. If you're just tuning in, you can challenge this stream. You just have to do it as in Clarihue form. So that was why we had to use pray every time with Faye. But now that Faye is dead, there are no extant challenges.
Oh, I thought you were going for a Clarihue there.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna like pray the Fae away or something.
Mondo mole is often confused with a large vole, but voles are a slightly different species, so don't mix them up or he will get upset and then he will tear you to PCs.
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
That's great. All right, I should probably tweet about this happening. Is this
Starman Club.
Starman Club?
Yes.
Yep.
One man.
Yeah.
I wonder if Charlie left without me. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Last I saw him, he was in the conference room,
Oh,
and
maybe
enjoying the
still
entire
there.
conference room and treating it as if it was just a giant table for him to work at,
Yeah.
which really matches with Charlie's ethos. Okay, so hey, we're back.
I think you should use the soundstone so you can hear that song again.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't. I mean, we don't get the pleasure of the soundstone, but the chat can. So let's.
Doing it just for you.
Here we go. Get ready for it. First, let's
Yeah,
help.
let's get some help.
Soundstone. If you touch this to your forehead and concentrate on your thoughts, your sanctuary melodies can be heard.
Yeah.
Pooh touched the soundstone to his forehead and gathered his thoughts,
Just like he was told.
as foretold.
Now, when I watched Bubbly Oasis's stream, they talked about recording other sounds into the soundstone, and Ness just using it as a Walkman.
I always envisioned it as a yak bag.
Yeah, I would like it as like he uses the soundstone to make his sister think that his parents are back in the middle of her date.
You can make a sweet mixtape on it.
Oh, Strawberry Tofu is not here right now. Thank you for all your work judging. And if you were going to do something that the judges would frown on, now's the time. Also, there are two Angelas in the chat room right now, and I think they're about to fight. So,
Hey,
Angela and Angela725.
keep us surprised.
Yeah. Please only fight in Clarihu form.
So I believe one of the goals of a Clarihu is to take someone with an incredibly difficult to rhyme name,
Yes.
and then somehow, for some act of God, make a beautiful rhyme with it.
Or a really bad rhyme with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could do that. I feel like I'm overcoming the diagonal thing.
Yeah.
Accepting it. It's feeling more like EarthBound or like Mother
Yeah.
One.
You
Hey,
don't have
Skullrick is here. Hi,
Hey,
Skullrick.
It's the skull.
Hit me with that hot Earthbound 64 news.
So what is this playthrough?
This is the Joy of Earthbound,
Oh.
which is the successor to what I will always know is the Earthbound. Well, I guess I won't always know it because I forget which order the words go in. But Funktastic Gameplay Summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it.
You got it. EBFGPS.
I don't know why I know that because that was way before my time.
Yeah, that was a nice pull. And if you are just tuning in, like Skullrick, I'm Dan. That's Reed. That's our little boy Lucas.
Oh, yeah.
That's Laura. That's Kevin. And that's Chris.
And this is a tiny fraction of the people that are still in this building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all like doing
Working late.
work.
Yeah, you know
working like a bunch of chumps.
you know who's still here? My wife, Lindsay Moore.
Give it up for Lindsay.
Yeah.
Don't, not until she's in this room.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
My husband is here somewhere.
That's true. The Earthbound Fantastic Gameplay Summer is tearing families apart. Yes, if you don't know Skullrick was the Earthbound 64 staffer at the very beginning of Starmen.Net, back when there was an Earthbound 64 staffer.
That's true. Well, that is a very deep cut.
And
Now,
so
was that through to Starmen.Net, or was that just EarthBound.Net? I don't even
I think that was through to Starmen.Net.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because we had switched over to one of my very early bad designs instead of the later bad design.
And so if you're in the chat and you would like to give Reed advice or challenges, you could screw this gameplay point up even more. All you have to do is write them in Clarihu form. Put them into the giant chat because I believe your words are very important.
Well, I'd say we're doing pretty good leveling up the Fae.
Yeah, this once I stopped trying to play the game, this started going much better.
Well, I wouldn't say much.
Somewhat better.
So how long do you guys have to, or how far do you have to get?
We have to get to getting kidnapped, or not kidnapped, I guess bonked on the head by the zombie chick.
Okay.
This is
Yeah, I guess
good.
that's right. You get ambushed by like a dog and a zombie,
Yeah.
something else.
Reed, this
Oh,
is
something happened.
this is a fan art of using the cardio gear to kill.
You're true that.
This is
Can we get okay in that?
this is Lucas_Klaus.
Ah, okay.
Angelas are multiplying. Faye will probably be dying. Not sure if I should be afraid, but it's not as scary as the Dead Mouse Parade.
Boy, this must have been a really traumatic first stream.
Well, you gotta. I mean, it's like they say. You want to buy a house? You have to kill a lot of mice.
I feel like there's a rhyme there. I can't put my finger.
EB64 is no more. It got canned, which made Skolrick's job easy, man.
Is there a present down there? I can't remember.
There might be, but
Is it worth it? Let's just keep rolling. No wait, so we got the carpenter business all taken
Yep.
care of.
Yep.
I guess I can't steal any more eggs, huh?
nope.
Let's see, do I
business.
need anything? Like, am I restricted? Do I have Clarihu rules that prevent me from just, doing what I would normally do?
There are no rules right now. The chat can give you rules. They just got to write some Clarius.
Well,
No
and I-
rules, just right.
I'm gonna get in as much purchases as I can before y'all show up. Let's see. Well, let's see. Do I want to buy any of this stuff right now? Or should I wait?
Not
till
for
you
Pooh,
get Yeah.
They could use a copper
Oh,
bracelet.
that's right. Who can't have anything
except for the hard hat.
except for the hard hat. Boy, this is a hot and spicy run. So, okay, should I buy stuff here, or should I wait till we get to 3 for Faye?
Well, you don't have much money.
Well, I bet I've got plenty of money. Oops.
Oh yeah, you gotta
Yeah, let's check and see what we got.
make a withdrawal.
Hey there, old Poppy. Let's see. It's my dad. He deposited $1,639 in my bank account. Woo! $3,000 in the bank. Money in the bank.
And you don't need to spend any of it on clothes. So,
Yeah.
or shelter.
Alright, well. So yeah, we'll grab a couple $100 here. And get Faye equipped.
Reed Young needs challenges that are fun. Fill up your goods with condiments in Everdread's hood.
Oh no!
Well, now
Since I was partway through what
Yeah,
I was about to do, I'm
this
gonna
this
move through with it.
I'm gonna accept. You can at least buy a copper bracelet.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. How
The-
about a fry pan?
The judge isn't here right now.
Oh, there he is.
Charlie!
Charlie! I was looking for you, but then I got trapped.
Charlie, now you can't speak. You're gonna have to come on camera. If you wanna join in the conversation here.
I was just.
Well, I didn't get that far. I came here first.
So I'd like to introduce a Clarihu architect,
Yeah.
Charles Verdon, aka the Losar. Hi, Charlie.
Hi.
We've got another challenge here. Reed's purchases all count. Dad's cash is a fount, but every other one must be discarded. What's that? Ouch, that expenditure smarted.
Wait, every other one must be discarded.
Yeah, so I guess like if you want to buy a cheap bracelet or something from now on, you've got to buy 2 and then throw 1 away. I'm gonna say that does not count when you have to buy the condiments to fill your inventory.
Okay. Well, all right. So if I want a fry pan, I need. Well, actually, fry pan.
He's already got
There
one.
you go. All right, luckily, I'm done buying stuff.
Technomaniac is here for the bad rhymes, and thank God, because there's not a whole lot else I have to offer.
I wanna have some of this tasty brew you got in here.
Laura, would you like to share with the stream?
Yeah. Can I? Am I allowed?
Whatever. I mean, you started this. That
My
if you're trying to be subtle about it, you failed.
Charlie had a cup which I assumed was water until I saw a spoon sticking out the top of it. So it turns out that what's in this cup is nerds. just nerds.
And he would have gotten away with it too.
It's like the ultimate cereal.
Refreshing.
You have to waste any precious stomach space on liquid. You just go straight to the candy.
That's the granola of candy.
Yeah.
So J Spade finally wrote us a retroactive challenge Clara Hugh for the fact that we did not enable diagonal movement. Reed needs some challenges. Let's see if he manages to only walk orthogonally. He's never allowed to go diagonally. Thank you.
Boy, I feel better about that now.
Not anymore. Good night.
Farewell, Laura.
Charlie and Laura, everybody.
It's been real. It's been.
Oh, wow.
Alright, so I'm gonna go grab what I presume is a cup of life noodles down there. Oh wait, no, we said it was a lucky capsule.
Yeah.
Looks like a rock to me.
Oh goodness.
That's
Oh.
a lot of bushes.
Yeah, it is. Enough to slow down the screen. That's when you know you're in trouble in Peaceful Earth Valley. Oh wait. Wow! Bless me. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Look at all this.
Ah.
On the screen. I don't think I've ever had that many territorial oaks on one screen.
Kevin asked, does anyone in that room know how to navigate Peaceful Rest Valley?
Nope.
Yeah, we got a handbook right here.
That's not going to help you.
I mean, you can sort of see on the cover, there's probably some elements. Like, there's the waterfall.
Are you gonna fight this thing or run away?
I'm trying to run away.
Okay.
But maybe if I don't get away this, there we go. If I don't get away after 3 times,
There's
then
still one
I
there.
give up. Boy, yeah, I'm gonna have to fight like 3 more on the way out of here. I should have left and come back a couple times. Oh, there's a couple life noodles. I could use that earlier. Why didn't someone clarify at me about that?
Yeah.
Oh wait, Kevin did.
Reed also wasn't here, so he didn't hear when Kevin said we should wibble wobble slide through a cliff face to the other side. Yeah, we are also at some point supposed to do the.
Is that like a speedrunning trick?
It's
Yeah.
just a screw the game up trick,
Oh.
but I don't know how to do it, and it's very difficult to explain in a Clara Hugh.
Huh.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's difficult to explain no matter what.
Yeah, it sounds hard. And, you know, like speedrunning is like wizardry to me, so I don't know if I'd regardless. Yeah, one of my favorite things about playing EarthBound when I was a kid was visualizing what these attacks are doing.
Yeah.
Like sneezing and taking damage.
Yeah.
It's like,
That is a heck of a sneeze.
yeah, you know, it's like in, what is it, Lethal, or something, Total Recall, when he gets the thing in his nose, you know, it's really painful.
So Gee's challenge, I think, would mean that the game never ends. So I'm gonna put that one in the hopper for now. But then Angela725 says, "You asked for a challenge, and I'll deliver. After making it downriver, every person you talk to, Buster, Read it in the funniest voice you can muster.
Okay.
So that's after Peaceful Rest Valley.
Okay, after I get out of here. Well, it's not like I'm going to talk to him about it before then anyway. So healing. Beta gets rid of cold or alpha?
Alpha, I think.
Does it?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Cold is like a minor thing.
Nice. Man, look at all these trees! What a disaster. I want the butterfly, but I don't want the trees. I can see the butterfly for the trees. I'm just gonna risk it. I hope the butterfly's still there when I come back. Ugh. No diagonal movement in Peaceful West Valley is extremely painful.
Yeah.
It's like physically painful for me. I'm just gonna. Yeah, we'll be fine. I think I can skip past that tree when I'm out of here.
I've got a clear here. This is off the top of my head, just for Kevin. I think that I shall never see. An enemy as hateful as a tree. Running away is what you should do. This poem is a Clarihue.
Let's see. I'm just gonna try to run away. I wonder if you try to run away on a sneak attack, you have a better chance
Yeah,
of
I
getting
think
away.
it's mostly successful except for a few certain enemies.
Yeah? Nice.
Oh, talk to Bridge Guy.
Oh, yeah.
Liar.
Whoa, whoa! What? I won't say it again! I fixed the bridge as a sign of apology! I'm just trying to help!
This was an excellent challenge.
Boy, I mean, luckily I've had a lot of practice in this because I've got kids.
Hey, Tom Bob is here.
Oh,
Tom
cool.
Bob. Well, guess what, Tom Bob? This voice goes out to you.
Oh no.
Think about this.
Dum. I'm only for mushrooms. I'm going to collect a ton.
So if you're just tuning in, one of the Clarihue challenges that was delivered to Reed is he has to read all NPC dialogue in the funniest voice he can muster.
Not specifically a Metalocalypse voice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for Murderface on the next one. But I have to remember how Murderface sounds. I just remember that I liked his voice. It's been so long since I watched the show. Tony, can you do a Murderface?
I've never seen the show.
You've never seen Metalocalypse?
Yeah.
Tony, you would love
Yeah,
Metalocalypse.
you'd think I would see that.
You would absolutely love it. You should really take some time to watch it sometime.
Can I watch it for free anywhere?
I don't know. I watched it on Adult Swim for the several years that I had stolen cable. And then as soon as that stopped, I stopped.
Maybe it's on like Hulu or something.
Yeah, it's gotta be out there somewhere.
I hate Hulu though because you gotta watch the ads still. Even if you pay for it.
Wait, even if you pay like
Even
isn't
if
there,
you
like,
pay for
a
it.
super tier where you
Yeah,
don't
no,
get
I don't know. I only
Yeah,
have like the
it's-
$8, $9 normal. Well, Amanda has it. I
okay.
use it.
by association.
Yeah. And my mom has Netflix, and I use that. I use her Netflix.
Boy, yeah, you're just soaking it up.
Yeah.
But Geek999 with another great Wibble Wobble challenge. We just don't know how to do it, and it's terrible. It's killing me.
Alright, let's talk to this one.
I'm glad to see you so healthy.
Wait, I thought you were gonna say more than that. Sorry,
Yeah,
that
you
wasn't
wasted
funny.
a perfectly good voice.
Let's see, I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to do now. Are we trying to get to 3 now? Or are we...
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to go get condiments. That's right. I got
Oh yeah. That's another challenge. Vid ran to get Sour Patch Kids. What did he miss? Well, there's another challenge I'm not going to tell you about. You'll just hear it in a second here.
Makes me feel good just sitting. My pots.
So that's another challenge. Other than that, not much.
I sell fresh eggs. They're nutritious. Please buy this. A beautiful egg. Please.
Yes? Does an egg count as a condiment?
No.
You want to least one egg. Please, buy this beautiful egg. Please. I'm sorry, it's not a compliment, sir. Okay, but your teen years will be ruined just because you didn't buy an egg.
Alright, I think the New Age Retro Hippie sells them.
Yep.
And there we go. Hey, man, would you put some seasonings down to your food at mealtime? They're really quite miraculous. Whenever you eat something, the seasonings will, like, sprinkle automatically. They come in these cute little packets and jars. What kind do you like? I don't think I've ever purchased a condiment in this game. So this is like a strain that I've never seen in my life. I'm gonna get...
We should also see how many empty spaces you have that need to be filled.
It's true.
We'll see as we buy them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get some cocoa. That's really the only thing I'm interested in. Oh, I only gotta buy
Oh,
3
yeah.
things. This will be easy. Alright, like some... Wait! Oh, there's sugar. Never mind. I'm gonna get a bunch of sugar. They have Micanites. Thank you! Do you want to buy anything else? What kind do you like? You want the sugar packet? Who's gonna take it? Thank you! Do you want to buy anything else? Come again! Alright, so now, full of condiments, ready to go to... I already talked to Everdread, I assume.
Yep.
Okay.
So there's some arguments about the nature of condiments in the chat right now, and I would say that egg is a condiment, and egg is not a condiment.
Jeez.
That is the official Fangamer position.
Also, ketchup is a vegetable.
I'm thinking about catching a bus of 3 down here. They're oops, walk away. What if the bus will have to turn around and come back?
That is a weird assumption. Man. Trying to get on this bus, but I hope it doesn't just turn around and come back. It does turn out to be true, though.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
That's enough to give you an incredibly particular phobia for the rest of your life. I just think, no, I'm not really going to be in danger, but it's just gonna turn around and take me right back to where I was, and then I'm gonna talk about it some more.
Now I've got to remember the...
Oh, level 1 chef is here.
Hey!
Ah.
It's the Brian.
Yeah, you can tell us about the nature of condiments.
Yeah, he's perfect for it. Okay, I'm trying to remember what the Blues Brothers sound like. We're talking John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, right?
Yeah.
It has been like 20 years since I saw the movie, so I don't remember how they talked. Well, I'm just gonna have to make up something.
I've been working on an Andrew Dice Clay voice. If you guys want.
Why don't you be dead?
Yeah, I'll be dad. Hey, it's your dad. Oh! You've been out there a long time now. It may be none of my business, but don't you think it would be a good idea if you took a break? Oh!
Oh!
I see. Well, it doesn't make me happy, but I understand your point about the fate of the world being at stake. Oh!
Now, the click beep. I always envisioned, like, his dad saying that on the phone. Because, like, it doesn't, like, there's nothing to indicate that
Hickory dickory click.
Alright, Kevin Chai,
Yeah?
this is you.
Okay. Hey, you're with a girl today. You must be pretty popular. How about introducing her to my bandmate? He's right there. Hey, you came with Faye. Then you deserve a present, Playboy. You deserve a Playboy. Here's a backstage pass. You can get into our shows with this. Seems like you got an awful lot of junk.
Oh!
Get rid of something and come back for the pass. And come back for the pass. Woo.
Alright, I gotta eat something, I guess.
Well, if you eat something, you'll be using two
Oh,
items.
he's gonna use,
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
let's see which condiment gets
Well,
used.
Wait, so what if Pooh eats something?
Eh,
Still use a condiment?
Nope.
nah,
Okay.
only the person.
Oh,
that has.
we've got a voice-based Clara Hugh here. Dad is from Boston. Only rhyme I can think of is Austin. Oh! Whoa.
Wait, the last two stanzas were oh, whoa?
Yeah.
Alright, Kevin Shine.
Just to be clear, that's not a B-52's impression. That is an Andrew Dice Clay impression. Andrew Dice Clay is a really bad comedian who has a very stupid voice.
I'll do B-52s.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. B-52.
Hey, you came with Faye, then you deserve a present, Playboy! Here's a backstage pass! You can get into our shows with this!
Who got the back?
Oh no, there's some horrifying fan art from Bubbly Oasis here about how I sold the pet chicken of the stream without realizing it
Whoa.
for cash.
Oh, no, that happened before I got
Yeah, that happened very early.
Picture taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius. My new stay so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready. Say fuzzy pickles. Wow, what a great photograph. Will always bring back the fondest of memories.
Alright. See, I'm avoiding talking to too many people because I'm just not doing a great job of coming up with voices.
Oh, there's a layered voice challenge here. Can you impose the voice of Strongbad upon the husk of our dear old dad? For some reason, there's a joke that throve about our pappy typing with boxing gloves.
Whoa, that's pretty legit. Oh, please present your ticket.
W Oasis, that fan art will that will go on my, I think will go on my tombstone after I'm gone. You're like, here lies Dan Moore. He should not be mourned too much.
Here you go. Hurry. You're just in time to see the Runaway 5 show.
Oh, that is some floor, right?
Oh, man. That is pretty great. Alright, let's talk to at least two people here. I always opt for the two ladies near the stage. So, Chris, are you willing to take on one of these?
Try one.
Okay, here we go.
When I sit close to the stage, sometimes I get sweater spit on me from the Runaway 5.
Can we do that again with Strong Sense voice, please?
Yeah.
Dan, I think you're the most qualified
I don't-
expert.
Boy, I don't know if I can get my voice up there.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna slip into various eras of strong sad.
Yeah, I guess the word.
When I sit close to the stage, sometimes I get sweater spit on me from the Runaway 5. It's okay.
Seeing the Runaway 5 on stage is my life. Alright.
The floor is flashing. My eyesight is crashing. Here's another challenge I bring. Make up a Runaway 5 song to sing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like make up lyrics?
I suppose so. The difficulty level here is that we cannot hear
You
the
can't
song.
hear the song at all.
Could actually really improve
The
things.
music is not turned on in the room.
We're playing in silence for the record.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen this line of dialogue.
Yep.
Who's speaking that?
One of the Runaway 5 members.
Oh.
I'm changing my clothes now. Don't come in.
Wait, so do you have to talk to a bunch of
Yeah,
people?
the girl.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Alright, Kevin Chai, this is you.
Lucky of the Runaway 5 told me I could go backstage,
Go backstage.
but I don't have a pass. I'm sure security will stop me. Hey, really? You have a pass. I can't believe it. Can you take me with you? Please, please, please! I could pose as your sister! Yes? This rocks! Let's go! Oh! My heart is pounding!
Kicks the door open. Alright. I believe... Who's the one that sings about the money? I think saxophone guy.
I wrote the lyrics to most of the Runway 5 songs. Money, that's what I want. Money, that's what is hot. Money, that's what I want. Money, it's what we ain't got. Yep. Freedom, freedom, freedom is what we've really sought.
And we got Lucky here. I believe this is Kevin Shaw.
Well, yeah, in the old days, there was lots of dancers and acts at the theater.
Totally different accent than you.
I forgot. Except now we're the only act playing here. We even got into debt here, so we're pretty near stuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Not a Clarihue.
The folks at Tucson will enjoy the Runaway 5 show for quite a few years. It looks like to me.
Looks like tame.
Shabba-doo-wah, dee-dee-dee-wah, shabba-dee-doo-wee, boo-wah, bow! You got those dead blues. If I had $10,000, I could pay off my debts and move on to the next town. I wonder if a bus still runs. Maybe rusted out.
It may have to turn around and come.
Classic bus problems.
Alright, announcer voice. This is Dan.
Yeah, that's right. Tonight, you got the Chaos Theater's Soul Men coming at ya. Rockin' and rollin' live on this here stage for a limited time only. The world's greatest bluesmen. The Runaway 5. And here they come. Oh yeah, baby. Now listen up. Here's the story about a little band who lives in a town called Tucson.
The system is down. The system is down.
Why is there so much Homestar running on the screen?
The system is down.
Why isn't there more Homestar on other streams? Is the real question. We got no money, and we're facing each other a little too close. But it's okay, cause we're brothers and we're dancing. And we're spinning and sliding, doing moonwalks. We're the Runaway 6!
This is Kevin's worst nightmare. A completely self-referential song. And this is a part of it.
Oh no.
That whole bridge is just about Kevin's reaction to the bridge being about Kevin's reaction. Liz didn't pay for this, but wants her money back. Oh, that's quite all right.
Boy, you know, I'm gonna spare all of us.
And Brian says it's so good the audience left.
The pre-poo guy. Who wants to do pre-poo? Chris, this is you.
I came here because it's tough to get in, but I'm kind of disappointed. There are no good-looking waitresses. There's no room for me to show off my latest dance moves.
That's a really good voice for him. Oh, pardon me. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, I do need to talk. Yeah, that's right. It's the Water Bills time.
Gotta show it off. To
Oh
Mr.
yeah,
55.
show it to... No, before you do that, show it to everyone. If you show it to the Runaway 5, they say funny things.
Yeah, but then you have to watch the show again.
Whatever.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, we can't put ourselves through that. Now, if I show it to him right up close, I'm gonna pull a quick Kevin Williams here.
Yikes! You surprised me. Now I'm not sure what to do. I got the money, of course.
Oh wait, I was supposed
You
to
did it back.
Son of a gun!
Classic Kevin Williams.
Got the money, of course. Now the Runaway 5 are free to leave. I've got no complaints now that I have my money. Alright, Kevin.
Try to remember which voice you did.
Well, what do you know? This little nipper took us from a nightmare to a dream.
Oh!
Ow! This means we can get out of this dump. I'm a good driver. Come on, I'll show you. Alright, let's move on to the next town.
I love how they all have different funny voices.
I didn't make a spectacle of myself, did I?
That's some meta dialogue.
We should have Tony come and do a Trump voice.
Yeah.
That'd be good for one of them.
Let's go to Threed. Our tour bus is too loud for any ghosts to bother us.
I like how he preemptively mentions that.
Do you want to ride?
It will only go in one direction.
Oh yeah, let's go. Get on the bus.
Oh, whoops.
Runaway
You have to
five
enter
tour
on the
bus.
street.
Hey, the safe way. Okay, guys, here we go.
There was a challenge issued, but I don't think we have boxing gloves in the streaming room. So Reed cannot play Earthbound while wearing them.
Oh, what a shame.
That was a close one from Jay Spade.
Hey, sidewalk, get out of my way.
Very threatening. Actually, which song plays during this?
That one.
Was it that one? Good.
Yeah.
Memory's so good.
This is like.
I'm on a bus.
That's a really good Earthbound song.
Definitely clashing with the music. I can't imagine how those times.
Hey, I think I'm gonna get. Ooh! Too loud. Never mind.
we don't have to turn around.
I really would like this bus to turn around, but I just don't have the energy.
Alright, and this time it's night.
Conveniently ejected into a town full of zombies. Here you go, Captain.
Looks like we have to say goodbye for now. This town seems pretty gloomy, but I'm sure you can light up the place with your own little brand of sunshine.
I'd like to interject here to remind everyone that they should watch Earthbound Saga 2, I think?
Yeah.
Where Robert Krakauer does this line. He delivers it in the most annoying way possible. Says, I'm sure you can light it up with your own little brand of sunshine.
Uh-oh. The challenge was just rephrased to be acceptable, I think.
Uh-oh.
In lieu of gloves to punch, it seems there's only one way, not a bunch. Overcome the pain and fits. Replace them with some oven mitts. And it is going to be difficult for me to convince the people in this chat room that we don't have oven mitts in the Fangamer office.
I'll be back. With some candy.
Yeah. I'm not doing well in Splatoon 2 right now because I keep getting distracted by EarthBound.
Sounds pretty lame.
Alright. I got a Butterfinger.
But we probably should have taken that that time to move through the game a little more before we had to put these mitts on.
Right, now you're stuck with me. Alright. Wish me luck.
Oh yeah, come and try it too.
Oh yeah, look for us to be singing at some theater in Forsyth.
That's what he sounds like.
Look for us to be singing. I should have done a Russian accent this whole time.
Let's see. So I think I have to go inspect the graveyard first, right?
Yep, just gotta have those zombies look at you.
Okay, Reed, you better get a move on because Angela725, who has been our most prolific challenger so far, is no, this is good news, and this is why you need to move fast. I'm off to watch a new episode of my show. I'll still be here, you know, but I will only pay half attention. Hopefully I have memory retention.
Attention, retention. Nice work. Boy.
Those
Oven
diagonals.
mitts difficult.
Oh, no.
Read mad.
We are so close and so far.
Son of a gun. I mean, this is normally how bad I am at playing the game anyway, so it's really not going to be that different for anybody. Wow.
That was great. Yeah,
Are we getting nothing
no
here?
enemies.
This is a really good run so far.
Not even a single fly.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
What?
Well,
No.
now you know where you are at least.
Yeah, it's helpful. Wait, I can actually get something out of that, can't I? How did I get all the way here without fighting anything?
Yeah.
He stares into your soul.
It's that Johnny Cash song.
He looks you over.
Yeah. One of them's doing a lot more looking work than the other.
Look work. Let's see here. Ooh, insecticide spray. Enjoy it in good health, eh?
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's what I was expecting here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Now we're in the thick of it.
Let's see.
Oh, but I got this. I'm just gonna use my natural terrain defenses.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't opened the menu in a while.
That's right.
This is looking good.
Let's see. So now I gotta. I need to go back to the hotel.
Hotel?
There we go. Oh yeah, I'm making quick work of 3 here.
Alright, now when you get done with this is it.
Yeah.
I mean, are we ready to end our time together?
Yeah. I think
So do we
so.
pass
I
the
mean-
save file along to the next?
Yeah. So this is let me figure out. I need to start plugging the next gameplay point. Oh no!
I'm gonna say this is the movie narrator voice,
Yes.
Dan.
This is Oh, you're losing consciousness. What could be the fate of Pooh and his friend?
Does the narrator ever say anything else in this game?
There's not a lot of narration.
Yeah,
That's
it's very unusual. I never thought about that.
yeah.
All right, so I think that's the end there.
Yeah, so gameplay point number 4 is going to be tomorrow, Saturday. It is Winters, and it will be hosted by N King. So watch that, and some variation of this group of people, led by Kevin Shy,
Yeah.
will be hosting the... Which one is it? I was just looking at it. No, I'm not.
The Scaraba.
Yeah. Friday, August 4th.
Okay.
Scaraba.
Oh yeah, I met N King at PAX South.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lion King, good luck.
Oh, we're also getting some additional narrator places. The coffee breaks
Yeah.
and maybe in-battle narration.
Huh, okay. Yeah, I hadn't considered that.
All right. Well, hey, that was incredibly an entire gameplay point. We only crashed once. That was really good. Then I turned it off and nothing changed the second time. But I don't think that really counts. So thank you to everyone who is here. Laura and Charlie, Ryan walked in briefly. Michael also walked in briefly.
Tony.
Thanks to Michael Michael flew to California and then drove a box truck back to the office today. So thanks to him for that.
Good work, Michael.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching, and watch the next one tomorrow.
It's been real.
It has been, and my challenge is not quite over yet because I have to figure out how to use save states. So thank you for watching, everybody. Bye.
Good luck.
Right.
Bye.